Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos supports Kelsey Anderson during difficult time. Bachelor Season 28 winner Kelsey Anderson is having a tough time dealing with comments about her relationship with her fiancé Joey Graziadei. Golden Bachelorette star Joan Vassos showed support. Keep reading to see Joan's words of wisdom for the young couple. Kelsey Anderson calls out comments about Joey Graziadei. Joey Graziadei is one of the celebrities competing on season 33 of Dancing with the Stars. Rumors started before the new season even premiered about him and his pro-partner, Jenna Johnson. Joey's fiancé, Kelsey Anderson, is under a constant barrage of social media users speculating about Joey's faithfulness or warning her to watch out for Jenna. She finally addressed the situation in a TikTok video that she later posted on Instagram too. She began the video with a common comment from social media followers. So many people are like, "Kelsey, why is Jenna touching your man like that?" "Honestly, I don't know," she said before adding, "Maybe because it's her job." Kelsey went on to take followers on a walk down memory lane. She asked, "Do y'all remember how Joey and I met?" The recent runway model reminded everyone that Joey was dating multiple other women at the same time as her, but she won the Super Bowl ring. Kelsey said that she had to have a certain level of security to get through seeing her now fiancé with other women during filming the ABC dating show. Kelsey Anderson assured followers that her relationship with Joey Graziadei is still strong after a year together. She said that if she got through The Bachelor, she could get through him dancing with another woman. She made a point to mention that Jenna Johnson is married with an adorable baby boy. Jenna married fellow DJTS pro Valchmarkovsky in 2019 and welcomed their son, Rome, last year. Joan Vassos supports Kelsey Anderson during difficult time. Kelsey Anderson's Instagram post received a lot of support from followers who know that she's secure in her relationship with Joey Graziadei. The current Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos, left a comment encouraging Kelsey to ignore the haters. "Don't even listen to those people and let them doubt your love and question yours and Joey's commitment to each other," she wrote. Joan added, "This is a show and you are real life. Enjoy this crazy ride with him and only feel the joy." Kelsey Anderson encouraged followers to watch her fiancé on the next episode of Dancing with the Stars on Tuesday, September 24. In the small, picturesque town of Elmwood, a place where autumn leaves crunched underfoot and every street corner had a familiar face, two women's paths intertwined at just the right time. Joan Vassos, the town's beloved elementary school teacher, was known for her unwavering kindness, her infectious smile, and her ability to see the potential in everyone. Yet beneath that warm exterior, Joan was a pillar of quiet strength, someone who understood the weight of the world and what it meant to carry it. Kelsey Anderson, on the other hand, was a young woman whose life had recently been turned upside down. Having grown up in Elmwood, Kelsey was no stranger to the comfort of small-town living. She had once been the golden girl, the high school soccer star, the straightest student, and the one who always had her future neatly planned out. But life, as it so often does, threw her a curveball. In the span of a few short months, Kelsey had lost her job in the city, her relationship had crumbled, and she was forced to move back home to Elmwood, a place she'd once dreamed of leaving behind. The weight of it all was too much for her to bear alone. It wasn't just the job or the breakup. It was the loss of identity, the feeling of failure that clung to her like a shadow. Kelsey had always been the one who had everything together, but now she didn't know who she was anymore. As she returned to Elmwood, she felt a mix of relief and shame. The familiarity of her hometown was soothing, but each face she passed seemed to remind her of the life she thought she'd outgrown. Joan had known Kelsey since she was a little girl, teaching her in first grade. She still remembered the bright-eyed child who would hand in her homework early, always eager to learn and do more. Joan had watched Kelsey grow from afar, proud of the young woman she had become. But when Joan saw her for the first time since she'd returned to Elmwood, something was different. The light in Kelsey's eyes had dimmed, replaced by a weight Joan recognized all too well. One afternoon, as Joan was walking home from the local bakery, she spotted Kelsey sitting alone on a bench by the town square. Her shoulders slumped and her eyes distant. Kelsey looked as though the world had pressed down on her with all its might. Without hesitation, Joan walked over, her footsteps soft but purposeful. "Kelsey." Joan's voice was gentle, yet it carried the weight of genuine concern. Kelsey looked up, surprised to see her old teacher standing before her. For a moment, she forced a smile, but it quickly faded. "Hi, Mrs. Vassos," she replied, her voice barely above a whisper. Joan sat down beside her, the autumn air crisp and cool around them. For a few moments, neither of them spoke. Joan didn't need to ask Kelsey what was wrong. She already knew. She had seen it in so many before her. Life has a way of testing us, breaking us down, only to build us up again. But right now, Kelsey was in the midst of that breaking. "I've been thinking about you," Joan said softly. "I heard you've come back home." Kelsey nodded, her gaze fixed on the cobblestone path in front of her. "Yeah, not by choice, really. Everything kind of fell apart." Joan waited, giving Kelsey the space to speak if she wanted to. Silence, she had learned over the years, was often more powerful than words. "I just feel like a failure," Kelsey finally admitted, her voice cracking under the weight of her emotions. "I thought I had everything figured out. I had a job, a boyfriend, a plan. And now I'm back here, living with my parents like I'm 15 again. Everyone keeps asking what happened, and I don't even know how to explain it." Joan placed a hand on Kelsey's shoulder, the warmth of her touch offering a sense of comfort. "You're not a failure, Kelsey," she said firmly. "Life has a funny way of forcing us to slow down when we least expect it. Sometimes, the things we think are setbacks are actually opportunities to grow in ways we never imagined." Kelsey scoffed, wiping away a stray tear. "It doesn't feel like an opportunity. It feels like I've lost everything." Joan smiled softly, remembering a time in her own life when she'd have felt the same way. "When I was your age, I thought I had everything figured out too. I had big dreams of moving to the city, becoming a famous writer. But life had other plans for me. I stayed here in Elmwood, became a teacher, and at first, I felt like I'd missed out on something. But over time, I realized that what I thought was a failure was actually the path I was meant to take." Kelsey looked at Joan, her expression softening. "But how do you know if this is the right path? What if I never figure it out?" Joan chuckled gently. "You won't know right away. None of us do. But that's the beauty of life. We don't have to have it all figured out at once. It's okay to take things one step at a time. And right now, the most important thing is that you're here, surrounded by people who care about you."